Hi, my name's Iggy and I'm here to give a review on the Trading Indices course run by Mo. I'll just give you a little context of how I have found this course and really the transformation it's done for me in my trading. So this might be very relevant for anyone that's trying to learn how to trade because, to be honest, I've spoken to dozens of people. The story is pretty similar. You found, or you had the idea to start trading, you went onto Google, you typed in trading, how to trade, probably went through YouTube, got pixeled by a lot of advertisers on YouTube, and you start seeing loads of different ads for different people selling the education to trade. Eventually you caved in and you tried a free webinar, etc., and you went down the sales funnel, and there you are paying some money to hopefully be transformed into this great trader based on their strategies and the like. And that's basically the sales funnel for getting into trading in terms of them selling you education. And it's really where you go in terms of who you pick and how much money you put into it. That's what I did. Everyone I've spoken to that I see in these classes have found the same route. Unless you're unbelievably lucky to know someone like Mo who lives next door to you and got you right at the start and showed you the right way to do it, this is probably how you did it through trial and error. So that being said, I've been doing this for about 2.5, 3 years, paid a lot of money for education, like I said, had some success. I had like a 6-month cycle of doing all right, averaging 3%, but then it goes belly up as the market changes and my strategies that were working don't work, funnily enough. Everyone I've spoken to, very similar, a little bit of success, but ultimately we are net negative in terms of our equity curve. We are down because we've already put that money into the education, plus we're not making those consistent month-on-month gains where you're seeing a positive equity curve with very, very little drawdowns. But, from everyone I've spoken to, that's kind of what's happened and where I was at. So if that's you and you're here because you are obviously interested in learning how to trade, let me just tell you what this course has done for me. I took it in November 2020. And what the course entails is basically really just eliminating everything that you've done to date. And that was the hardest thing, was just to remove everything that you know about trading. And if you've gone through one of these educational videos that have tried to teach you how to trade, it's probably based on some kind of strategy using their own unique twist on things. You're probably looking at indicators such as moving averages and MACDs and all this kind of stuff. Just bogging down a chart with all this kind of data and just trying to do technical trading, technical analysis trading. And if it's done this before, it'll do it again and all that kind of stuff. So this is completely different. This is really giving you an understanding of the fundamentals and giving you a really quite an in-depth view of understanding economics, fiscal policy, monetary policy, fundamentals, what is happening as we speak right now. We're looking at the business cycle and where we are in it, and understanding every month there's something called the economic calendar, where there's these leading indicators. I'm not talking about chart indicators. I'm talking about data that comes out about governments, how well they're doing, GDP, things like that, and job numbers, things like that. Those things that are released in the first of the month give an indicator on how they are, on what will happen potentially to the indices, the currencies moving forward. That's what we call fundamentals, which I had no idea about. And if you think about it, these huge institutions that are buying currencies and moving the markets and things like that, they work off this. They work off fundamentals. And you think about it, you're a small retail trader working on strategies against a movement like that. You've got no chance. Yeah, you'll get a few trades here and there, but ultimately when there is such a big position going forward based on the understanding of the fundamentals, there's no way you can fight against that. And that's probably why you're getting stopped out of these trades and losing more trades than you're winning, because we're not trading fundamentals that are really the driving force behind a massive movement, either to the upside or the downside, whether it be indices, currencies, commodities, things like that. That's what this course gives you, a really basic understanding. Actually, I say basic, it's quite in depth because you build on it. You really build on everything that comes out. You learn to read reports. You learn to understand where are we in the business and economic cycle. What does that mean in terms of me moving forward? Why would I put a trade in this direction based on that data? Is it justified? So you start figuring out how to formulate a trade moving forward. and that will that will basically move into whether it's currency, stocks, indices, commodities. It doesn't matter. You weigh up where we are, you look at the data, you try and formulate a trade, and Mo teaches you everything how to do that. Plus there's support from him as well, and there's a group that helps each other out, and you're just learning, just stacking it on. And if you really grab it like I have, I've really, like I said, you know what, I want to be as good as humanly possible in trading. I'm in a very lucky position where I've got a load of free time, I've got my own business, so I can almost dedicate the whole day to trading, which I've kind of done since November. And I'm now starting to see the fruits of that hard work of literally going through the data, watching the markets, understanding this data came out, that meant this in terms of formulating a trade, where did the markets go, what happened to the currency. I'm starting to get those results, and really this last month or two, just from understanding all of that stuff and putting it all together, I've had life-changing results in terms of my trading. I've basically made all of my money back and all of the education and then some. And really, I'm lucky I've got a big account, so I can do that. But, the results for me are phenomenal. And I absolutely love this stuff now. I really love it. I love knowing what's going on. And it's really interesting. This is like pretty in-depth, one would say, possibly boring economic data and things like that. I love it now. So, it's given me a completely new passion that I'm into. And then all the profits I get, I can actually use that profits to invest in stocks that, again, make sense, because where are we in the business cycle? Where's the valuation of the stock? What's it going to do in the short and medium term? How can I use that profits I made from my trading and stick it into stocks that can also accelerate gains as well? So you get all of that with Mo. Just think about what I've just said there compared to your average strategy-based educational trading course where they're just working off signals and technical analysis. You've got no chance. Have you really? You've got really no chance. So I hope this has given you a massive insight and an understanding of where and what you can do with this course and how it can help you with your trading. So like I say, I have got this huge new passion. This is almost what I do full time now, because I'm lucky that I have got that time to do it. And it's a life-changing course. It really is. If you grab it, if you're lucky enough, maybe you're a student or something, you've got that free time and you can really put into this and really, just build on the education and get into it full time. You'll never ever look back on making a decision to try this course. So I hope that's given some insight, and I'd like to say thank you very much for Mo for really changing my life really in terms of where I'm going with this thing, because like I say, now I love this stuff more than anything else. It's fantastic. Thank you very much.